Hi, Family Law Section members. It is now the day before the first day of fall, which means we can get out our flannel shirts and our beanies and our sweaters. It's sweater weather. So we can start planning for the chilly fall weather, which I love. I wanted to just send another video message, as I promised in my first message, just to kind of update you guys on what's happening around the Commonwealth and the Family Law Section. I conducted my first council meeting in September, and we had quite a hefty agenda. And I think we're progressing pretty smoothly so far. I'm happy to say that we took a vote, and we now have a standing committee called an action committee, which will work in conjunction with the legislative committee when we have pressing and important pending legislation, and we want to have a committee that kind of helps us facilitate with the legislature on our efforts to either get the legislation passed or to make changes. And that action committee will specifically help us facilitate those discussions with other legislatures. And I'm hoping that there are members of the Family Law Section that have those connections with the Senate or the House of Representatives in the state of Pennsylvania, so that we can include those individuals in our action committee. The action committee will also help to create legislation, what it is that we want to create as the Family Law Section that we think is important to be passed through the House or the Senate. We also discussed the possibility of what I call a traveling roadshow. While we know that we put on 2 in-person meetings per year in January and July, we only touch a certain number of members of our Family Law Section. There are some of you that are unable to attend for whatever reason it might be. So we'd love to have the opportunity to put on certain presentations across the Commonwealth and maybe those more underrepresented counties, and plan what I call regional dinners, and maybe have one of the local judges on the family court be kind of the guest star at the regional dinner to bring some of our members a little bit closer together. It is exciting to see that we are moving quite along on the podcast, and we have, I think it's almost up and running, and we should be releasing the first podcast. I know that there have already been a couple sessions recorded, so that's really exciting and another way to get a message out to you about what's happening in the Family Law Section of the PBA. I can tell you right now, the Legislative and the Rules Committee have been extremely active, and they've already met several times. We have 2 pieces of legislation that are now pending that will be very important and impactful to the Family Law Section, one involving custody and one involving family law arbitration. So please stay tuned on the results of that pending legislation. The membership committee has been extremely active as well. The letters have already gone out to the local law schools, inviting certain law students that are interested in family law to apply for the scholarship for the upcoming meetings. And for our younger lawyers, the hope is that we will be able to plan a program during the January in-person meeting, specifically for those lawyers, not only the law students, but lawyers out 1 to 3 years, a program specifically designed for you as to what it is that you need to know to become a more successful family lawyer. Our Health and Wellness Committee committee has met, the Adoption Committee has met, and I know that those individuals who have been appointed to those committees have been working really hard to provide information to you all that hopefully will benefit you in the future with respect to your practice. Finally, the Program Committee has been very active as well in planning all the programs for what we hope to be the first in-person meeting since January of 2020 at the Lowe's Hotel in Philadelphia. We are focusing on our speakers and putting in place speakers from around the Commonwealth, not just from the southeastern part of the state, but hopefully from other, again, more underrepresented counties, and focusing on diversity with respect to our membership and those involved in the programming. And I'm also hoping to have several judges from at least the southeastern part of the state, as it would be easier for them to travel, but also have different judges from across the state come and speak. So I will certainly keep you updated once we have those programs nailed down. Again, I just wanted to send out this message to you all so you know what we are doing at that we have been busy and active. Again, I am so grateful to all of you, especially all of those who have volunteered to chair committees and be a part of committees and who have helped me with respect to organizing. And of course, the PBA staff, including Pam Kantz, who has been instrumental in keeping me in line. So thank you all, and I cannot wait to see you all in January of 2022. Thanks.